TNC, right? You're talking about an Akai here. He's going to be looking for angles. You also have a Kufra to deal with. So both teams rocking a solid lineup for both of them. And here we go as we load up into the land of Dawn for game number 2 here. TNC versus Next Play Evos. Will TNC be able to take this one to take it to a game 3 here?
Been noticing a lot of teams rock a almost 4 protect one. This is 3 tanks, 1 controller, and 1 huge damage dealer. So this is gonna be a very textbook TNC working up with the control and taking the time to fight where they want the fights to happen.
And so far, it's working out. Look at that, the mirror between these two junglers. H2 going for the orange, SDZYZ doing the same. They both want to fight for this little wanderer. That's the thing, when you're playing a Hayabusa, you want to make sure that this little wanderer is safe.
Easy answer.
And no, he doesn't! Oh no!
Oh yeah.
That makes a difference between the Demon Slayer and the High and Dry.
Yeah, not to mention you already used up a lot of resources to get that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
but
not the fire you want.
Exactly, but at least H2 has his control. He has the trigger finger in check. Did not use it directly.
Yeah, at least he has that. Still, he wants to just get to that level 4 as fast as possible because, like you guys mentioned, SD's already got it because he's got that jungle element too. Also got that Lith Wanderer. So really, your eyes for Next Levels, you're set on these objectives, right? You might even give up that first turtle, honestly, because
Most likely.
you don't have to fight it, right? You don't need to, and you can most likely just hunt for a kill around the map, especially running with that high-end dry here, and just all the tools that they have, honestly. And you can already see them looking for a setup here, H2O, but in the top lane.
Oh, that's going to be a big problem. SD, though, surprisingly did not pull the trigger on the...
Look at the approach.
What?
2-0.
Oh, yeah, look at that. H2O on the back line. There you go, as we were talking about earlier. And again, SD so much confidence that he did not pull the trigger on the heavy spin. Interesting choice.
Something tells me he may have pulled it and canceled, because look, there's no green over there.
I mean, that was even under the tower, though.
Oh, at
that
least
was
not
initially.
under the tower.
I was talking about initially when he was fighting off on the top side. Interesting.
Yeah, but still, look, we're playing with the whole rope-a-dope back and forth. But wait, he bites!
Another big one here. Oh, that's good damage coming in from Donut. Escalera is going to be close. Pops up the real world for that shielding. Will he make it out, though? Mikofobi says, I don't think so. Yasuo able to take out Yelly Haze on the side while all that was happening. SD again, very, very low. Can't really join the team fights just yet.
So this, I like the term ropey dope, right? Because that's literally what's happening here. But now, once again, Donut this time having a much better early game here. Already grabbing that early kill. Has quite a bit of damage too versus Yasuo here. And even though Yasuo has the protection with this lineup, I mean, he's got the tanky boys with him. But you can see a lot. I mean, what Mycophobia brings on this Grok is that threat alone, and it's a different kind of threat here, right? So you can already see the focus on Donut once again. Let him have a little bit of a better time here to transition into a safer mid to late game. Meanwhile, the top side.
Oh, SD actually will be tanky enough here to... Oh, that was stolen. That was absolutely beautiful from H2. Again, his reputation is being so good at Retribution in the first place, you don't doubt these things happening in the early game.
This is a throwback to Season 7, Season 8, Prime H2O, wherein you could have sworn he grew up in the streets of Tondo.
Retri God, man.
Yeah, again, this is going back to the fact that, you know, he struggled from last season's meta, but now he's going to get locked down.
SD is going to be able to lock down H2. We jinxed it, as usual, right here on the desk.
That's mob justice. He got caught and got punished.
Oh, man.
And so as I was talking about struggle here, right, he goes down, but still, he's obviously fitting a lot better here in the meta so far for Season 10. And he gets to do those things, the play style that he really likes to play with. But the thing is about Hayabusa is if you don't build that early on lead, and you're talking about Akai, you know, you kind of, in terms of your utility as the game goes on, it falls off a little bit because Akai is always going to be able to lock people down with that heavy spin if he chooses to.
And again, all of that is conditional on the speed at which H2O does get the itemization.
Yeah, we're actually far from worrying from H2 because so far he's got 50, not actually 50, I was going to say 50-50 if he lost that one, but no, 100% a turtle this game.
That's true.
So it's very uncanny, much like game number 1 where you expect Next Play Evos to burst heroes, they're bursting objectives and structures.
Oh, my goodness.
James basically eliminated that Esmeralda But of course, SD was close by. Good backup. It's a 1-for-1.
They're not done yet.
Not done yet quite. Mycophobia with the flicker and the power of nature right there. Comboed to oblivion. And Yasuo and Escalera are going to have to play it a little bit safer. Yellow
They're going
Haze, though, with the chains under the tower. Not much damage is available. Donut is a pretty far away. He's on the wrong side of that tower. We'll have to force and back off there a little bit.
That and no ult on the side of TNC. Already popped earlier in that little skirmish closer to the turtle pit. So what that opens up for is Donut to own the lane all the more.
That's right. He's got free reign. No kills, but he's got all the gold that he wants to survive that lane.
Yeah, I mean, he is a comfortable little lead over Yasuo, right? So Yasuo's not doing terrible. He hasn't died at all. As much as attention has been in his lane, he's still doing well, right? He's got the scythe here, but Donut does have that BOD pickup. He's got the weapon mastery. You're going to see that burst already playing a huge role here 6 minutes in. So you're going to see them trying to enable Donut once again for this game as they focus on these tier 1 turrets. They've got the one in the bottom lane. They want to get this mid one down next. Meanwhile, H2O is doing an amazing job. I was going to say he learned from the mistake earlier on.
That was
I'm not going to
sense,
face check.
That's sixth sense. Like, how did he guess that there were free people there? I love the comms happening right now for NXPE.
Yeah. I think the call was Miko said, I was in that Y bush about 2 seconds ago. Don't.
Yep. And beautifully done right there. Games, as usual, really bullying. Again, this is a very favorable matchup here for the Dyrop.
Oh, TNC's Maknae Cram might be in trouble.
I think so too. Crown has 3 people from NXPE on his tail. Mid-air, he goes down, but the trade will be the turtle on bot side. Mid lane, though, they got the power. They take out Escalera. And again, the turtle will be the change. Turret goes over to NXPE as
I'll
well.
take that trade all week long, twice on Sundays. That was beautiful. 2 turrets plus 2 kills for the turtle. H2O say, I don't need this.
That's strong.
They already had 2 turtles. They don't care about the third one. Just give it up. And that's the thing, right? TNC now, again, both teams here still in a good position overall in the game, but you can notice too, right? As they lose that tier 1 turret in the mid lane, they have that disadvantage now in terms of the space. Already, NextLevo's looking for another setup here if they can find one. And like I said, Donut has been completely on vacation mode for the most part, so he's profiting here as we get into the 8-minute mark. Conceal play coming out though from TNC. Not going to be able to. James though.
He ran out. The conceal ran out just in the moment that they were about to check the bush. Oh, that was a big boo-boo.
James is like, nice try, guys. But no, again, this is at least hope for TNC that they're still trying to play the map. But my question is, it might be too little too late. NextLevo has been playing the map since minute 1. And TNC has been like, okay, you know what? We have to go tit for tat now.
True. And that's basically all they were hoping for. They just fell short. And because of that, no concealed play means they don't have to worry too much. NXPE takes 2 turrets after that.
Oh, they're looking for a cutoff here.
Oh boy.
Watch out for Donut.
Donut's positioning here is very risky. Mycophobia close by. That is a Tyrus Rage into nothingness. Mycophobia has to flicker out. And Donut's got so much damage on the backside. Takes out Yasuo really, really quickly. Benfix is in trouble. Yelly Haze chains it up and closes out that fight. That's 2 people remaining for TNC.
Yelly Haze still got it after playing 10 seasons in the MPL for the better part of a half a decade. He still got it. Look, he has 1 death on him, but he's been here for what? 70-80% of the kills.
That is insane, man. Yelly Haze, as usual, can clean it up when Donut is in trouble. And again, all of that resulting to a Lord for NXPE at 9 minutes.
This is the thing. Yelly Haze did this yesterday. Like, he literally performed like this on the Julian yesterday, and everybody is just profiting. I mean, even Mycophobia, again, on this Grok is just finding a great setups. A lot of the time, too, he's putting that Guardian Barrier, flickering over it, and getting the stuns off with the Wild Charge, setting things up here. And I'm going to say it again, Donut vacation mode. And this is where he really starts to shine. That 8-9 minute mark, they're going to have that Lord marching down mid. they're in position here to set this one in.
And this is how the meta works, right? You want to have a lot of resources on your gold lane and maybe even your mid. And NXPE found that. They're pushing in hard.
Yep, right now Donut is in heaven. He wants to go anywhere he chooses. He's got the passport to do that. All lanes are going to be cleared up though by TNC. Yasuo on the other side of Donut is just he's working his butt off to get some of that gold, man.
I mean, okay, I was going to say they held on to all their turrets, but this one could go down here shortly as it's going to be focused. They're trying to do their best to hold on to it, even body blocking those shots from Donut. They're still okay. It's finally taken out here. So now a base going to be exposed of TNC. That was just a normal Lord here, but already you can see Next Level's looking to close the game out. They do want to probably just take the disciplined approach, wait for that next Lord to come up here.
Here we go. TNC, they're going for broke. Cram charges at the falling star moon, catches Mycophobia, but doesn't really do anything. And now NXPE's got so much info. No conceal, no run. Oh my god, Yasuo actually almost got taken out there. Donut is deadly on the side.
This is what's crazy, right? You think you're going to have your moment where you can find an initiation. Donut's literally just set up, planted into a bush, and just stops it with one shot. That's how strong he is right now on this Beatrix. And you can once again see the story of Yasuo kind of struggling here on this 1-1, but look at Mycophobia.
Oh, Mycophobia is coming in from the back. Wild charges up into safety. I don't know why that was for.
In hindsight, it makes sense. They're forcing out ult.
Oh, yeah, and for the info as well.
Yeah.
Get another turret.
And beautifully done there. Cram with a falling star moon, loads up, H2O with Donut. Knock up here is going to be here for TNC. That's going to be Yellow Haze taken out. That's a 4v5 for the next 28 seconds here. TNC, what can they do with this time?
Interesting gold swing there because given the fact that Yellow Haze has been wreaking havoc across the map for the better part of the past 5 minutes, this does give TNC quite a bit of gold. Now, speaking about gold, Donut's still ahead about 2,000 from Yasuo. That is a full item. And all in all, in totality, 7k ahead for NXPE. That was H2O at 2.5 core items compared to SDZYZ, who is sitting at 2.5 as well. But again, mind you, these are utility jungler items.
Yeah, and again, you still have that tier 1 turret, right? If your next Level is here, which does just keep things a lot more in your favor in terms of the space here.
Yep.
Now Yelly Haze is back up. Lord is now beefed up a little bit more and also spawned here. Meanwhile, you got James on the top side, and now Lord going to be worked on.
Don't forget Yelly Haze. You're going to have to watch out for James there for TNC. They're fighting up on the Lord. They're stopping Mycophobia around on the side, but SD will be able to take that retribution, takes up the Lord. But the fight, look at the base on the top, on the backside. Donut is able to get a kill once more. This push could be bad for TNC. And Cram is able to take out James. Will they have enough damage to actually fight this off? It's 3v3 in the middle of the map, and the Lord will be walking there and will provide some protection for TNC.
What it looked like was a half-baked heist once more.
Yeah.
They were going to try to do that same thing. This is textbook next play EVOS. Give him the Lord, give him the Lord. We're going to force it. Give him the Lord, give him the Lord.
Oh! SD just got destroyed there with a combo of Yelly Haze and Donut. Evaporated from the map, and he's supposed to be one of the tankiest members of TNC.
Man, the synergy between Yelly Haze and Donut is becoming very apparent for this team, and that's what we're seeing. I mean, we saw it yesterday, and it's continuing today here. The setups, the knockups from Yelly Haze, and then the following damage here from Donut. They still haven't really gotten the answer for Donut just yet.
It's in the name, Daddy. It's in the name. It's a Yelly Haze donut.
Oh,
You're making me hungry.
Well,
Absolutely
delicious for sure.
Oh.
Miko gonna get caught here by the Tiger's Revenge. Wan is flying, and Yasuo gets a kill.
Crash
the box is down. Haze is low. The chain has been released there on the middle of the field. Yelly Haze will be going down, but not before Ben thinks his ultimate will be popped there. Immortality is gone. James goes for the kill. SD tries to dole everyone out. That's gonna be Yasuo getting his kill. Oh my god, will this be a reverse? It's 2v4 for at least the 6 seconds that will be left there. The turret will still be able to defend.
What this does for TNC is it allows them to buy more of the map. It'll be quite alright for them. They can take their time here, and looking at the damage dealt, it's again that Yelly Haze donut combo.
Yep.
All you need is a cup of coffee. But jokes aside, TNC here, what they're going to do is buy a little bit more of real estate. They're going to clear waves. They're going to push as much as possible, and they're going to take as much as their jungle as they can, because for the past 5 minutes, they have been choked out of resources.
Yep.
So what this is going to do is at least give them a fighting chance, maybe a 50-50 on this even Lord if NXPE does make a call for it, because again, that was a half-baked heist they tried, but they can still at least try to go for this safely. But this gold lead, it shrunk, man. 2K.
Yeah, they did a great job at just closing in that gold gap that they had. And at the same time, like I said, there's multiple angles that TNC can go from, and that's exactly what we saw from that big team fight, right? They had to worry about Ben Things doing the stuff that he does on Kufra, and then at the same time, SD able to find that heavy spin setup on Donut when he was a little bit out of positioning there.
Perfect.
So both teams now in a very even, I feel like, situation for this next Lord here.
Yeah.
They're going to have to be very careful in how they decide to approach this, because at the same time, like I said, TNC has a little bit more of an advantage on the angles that they can go with, whereas Next Play Evos has to be kind of one-sided here.
Kind of can hear Miko scream out, conceal, and then they all just disperse. And now TNC suddenly are in the middle of everything. They got control of the big important parts, the big bushes that you need to control here. And now the Lord is low, and NXP is gonna have to go for it. Oh my God, H2O, he bumped the wall! That was ugly! And now Yasuo is flying! Mikobobi's immortality will be popped, and now Cram is zoning everybody out. But once again, the Jelly Ace Donut combo will be doing what needs to be done. H2O with the assassination on Yasuo is apparently all NXPE wanted for that one. And now the defense is on for NXPE.
Okay, so NXPE loses Donut here. They're going to have to work on that Lord in the bottom, but still, Yelly Hayes looking to just mess with Ben Things here. They still have good, clear.
Very problematic
They might
positioning.
just push this in.
And there you go with the Abyss of Strike. We'll be missing out. A lot of spells have been used here for TNC. Will they be the ones on the defensive now?
With one more kill, possibly they were going to force it in mid and top. But given that there's a Lord and they are playing defensively, that is TNC, they understand that it was a wash. It was a wash. Neither team walked away happy with that, as much as you do with many negotiations. Both teams walked away relatively sad. Like, we could have gotten that Lord cleaner. We could have killed more dudes. Oh, Yasuo, if you did not die, we could have finished it. We could have gone in, and we could have maybe penetrated. But then again, that would have put TNC at a slightly closer to 50-50. On the map, you're still going to see NXP is still in control.
Absolutely. NXPE looking like at least even without the Lord kill. Again, the big, there's no sugarcoating it. H2O bumped into a wall. That's all I can say about that. But they did manage to recover very well. And now, big, that's huge damn, considering Yasuo already has immortality.
I mean, that's the thing, right? Yasuo does have the immortality here, so they're still having a little bit of difficulty getting to Donut. He does have, that Wind of Nature available to him. So again, it's just going to come down to dealing with TNC's angles that they choose to come from. And as this will most likely just be a stalemate until the next Lord here, they're going to want a much better situation to unfold if you're Next Play Evos, right? Whereas TNC, you're going to be looking to either get a pick or just punish someone, because Yasuo should be fine at this point, right? He does have the immortality, like I mentioned. He is going to be able to get those weak points and then the crossbow of Tang off. So at this point, TNC wants to continue to either hunt for a pick with the conceal. You can see even they're babysitting the side lanes. They know James was around here, right? So they got to be careful. Lord's going to be up in about 30 seconds.
Given that this is the current state of the game at 18 minutes, it's a matter of the hunter finding its prey and a matter of just shock and awe, rattlesnake in the bushes. That's the best thing NXPE can do. So I think they have to change their approach. They have to consider that TNC have picked up on our tricks. We have to find another angle of attack here.
Yeah, and slowly but surely, I'm sure the Julian Donut combo is gonna wear out. TNC's starting to get used to it. And they're getting tankier, so that you can't one-shot combo any single person except for Yasuo me.
I hate to say it, this Yelly Haze donut has expired.
Yeah.
It's stanky.
It's tanky.
You forgot to eat it, right? Basically, and you left it overnight. And now, on top of that, right? I mentioned this earlier. H2O on this Hayabusa. Your impact kind of falls off a little bit at this point in the game. You're 20 minutes in, whereas SD is still shining bright, right? I mean, everybody on TNC pretty much has immortality except maybe Escalera, I believe. But as they juggle this Lord around here, it's going to be about half health. Next Play Evos are going to be looking to probably contest this one.
Half health Lord will be a reset here by TNC, and they really wanted to get that pick off with Ben Fings, but then he missed. And now it's NXPE with a concealed play. They catch Escalera. He is trapped, and he is destroyed once more. Donut with the snipe, but now it's Cram on the field. Pick it up on the James. Beautiful. Beautiful engagement there. Once more for NXPE. They're cleaning up house. It's a 3v5. The chase is on. SD with a heavy spin locks up Yelly Hayes. He could go down, but no, he grew as a player. And that's going to be all the damage in one fell swoop being delivered by NXPE. And it's Yasuo against the world as TNC has the lone defender clearing up the minion waves. What will happen now? What? Why no? What is happening here? Yelly Hayes. Oh, both immortality are popped. And down goes Yasuo. And the win is over. TNC goes down for NXPE 2-0.
The Yelly Hayes donut